Hey, today you will find out what you didn't know about the rain. Rain is a special part of nature on Earth. It is believed that shamans know how to make rains because they are nothing else. Even in the modern world, rain can give people a lot of problems because if it started, then you just have to wait until it can end. However, in the arid regions of our planet, the locals consider rain to be a gift from the gods since it carries only good things. But the inhabitants of those parts of the earth where rains can go without stopping for days, on the contrary, they hate this natural phenomenon. If you were looking for the driest place on Earth, then they are rightfully called the dry valleys in Antarctica. Since precipitation has not been observed in these places for more than 1,000,000 years. An interesting fact for physicists is that the diameter of one raindrop can reach up to 7 millimeters. However, these large droplets generally cannot reach the surface of the Earth. For this reason, we see small drops no matter how hard the rain comes out. An obvious fact about rain which we know from childhood: a rainbow can be seen only during and after rain. The wettest place on the planet is rightfully considered the town of Cherrapunji in the Himalayan mountains. Over 3,000 millimeters of precipitation falls in it per year, which is an absolute world record. If we talk about which countries are the rainiest, then the Netherlands and Belgium are they, and not only in Europe, but in the world as a whole. In Portugal, if you are late for work, and it is even raining lightly on the street at that moment, then you have an official reason to be late without reprimands and fines. Every year an amount of precipitation falls on the surface of the Earth equal to 520 trillion tons of water. However, it is worth noting that this phenomenon is continuous as the water evaporates and falls again in the form of precipitation. Darts is a game that owes its origin to rain. Archers who were prevented from conducting the competition by rain went to the tavern, where they began to throw small darts at the target, and subsequently many of them switched to darts. In especially hot deserts, people cannot wait for rain because the air temperature is so high that rainwater simply evaporates before it reaches the ground. Surprising fact: in 100 million people there is one case who is allergic to rain. But not on the phenomenon itself, but on the bacteria contained in the drops. In countries with arid climates there is often a need for rain, but due to natural conditions it is difficult to wait. In the United Arab Emirates, scientists conducted a special experiment which still has no analogues in the world, neither in scale nor in the success of the results. This experiment is the only one in the world that ended in success, but it turned out to be extremely expensive in order to apply the technology that underpinned it in everyday life. Particles of dry ice are dropped onto cumulus clouds by scattering them from an aircraft. Further, carbon dioxide begins to interact with water vapor and is enveloped by it, and subsequently falls out in the form of a snowflake, turning into rain. It can rain not only on our planet, Earth. Scientists have found that rain can be found on the satellite of Saturn, Titan, where very low temperatures prevail, but on the surface of Titan there are rivers and lakes as well as seas which consist of liquid methane and ethane that fall as precipitation after rain. If the information was useful to you, please like and subscribe to the channel.